Sure.
All right. Find the volume of the solid by rotating about x equals -2 of the region bounded by the curve y equals x minus x squared and y equals 0. So, everybody, first of all, you should all remember from the good old days of pre-calc, this is a parabola upside down. And we can tell right away, 1 divided by 2, right, is it's going to be at half, okay? So if I plug in half here, right, I can find that this curve, and I can find the y value, and I don't know if I particularly care, but it looks like this. All right? And it goes through 0, and it goes through 1, right, on this curve. And I did that by visually looking. 0 minus 0, 1 minus 1. Remember I said sometimes it's easier to just check it before we solve for those? And if I'm going to find this region and y equals 0, does everybody agree that's just this flat line? And we can see this little hill, right? This little hill is what we're going to spin about, and I'm not going to do it to scale, obviously, all right, because this line's too close then. We're going to take it about this line. This cannot be done with v equals ay dy. This cannot be done with this formula. Because when I try, can everybody see that if you spun it, it would definitely be a ring? Now, what I want you to catch is the inner radius and the outer radius both grab the same function. There is no way you're going to be able to do this. And here's the other thing. How could you solve this for x? Not happening. All right? So we take a quick gander. Just consider it for an instant, and we quickly throw this away, all right? Get it out of here. And now we say, well, okay, if it can't be that, the volume is going to have to be a to b of the circumference times the height dx. And again, just to kind of remind us, I'll try to do it in black here, a paper-thin cylindrical shell, right? And when we cut this open, it is f of x tall and 2 pi x. This is x, all the way from 2, right? I mean, and this is f of x. And it is only dx thick. So we are doing an area here, all right, of sorts. We're doing it based on that. So I look at this and I can immediately see that f of x is pretty easy. It is a parabola. Do we all agree? X minus x squared. What's not easy is the radius. And this is the hard part. All right? This is the hard part. Don't be fearful of the video, RA. All right? It is x plus 2. I shouldn't have paused on me. It's x plus 2 because what we have to see here, again, is I'll pick a spot here where it's not so clean. If I pick this, everybody can see that's f of x tall. The distance here is x from the origin, but I got to start over here. So I always joke it's x minus a minus 2. All right, does everybody see that? X, but it's x plus 2, so I can put the 2 pi in. I have x plus 2. I have the height, which is x minus x squared dx. And everybody, I love this because do I care how high the parabola is? No. I just got to go from 0 to 1 because we're doing it in terms of x. And everybody, again, if I multiply this out, this would not be a hard one to do by hand. I don't think it's worth our time. Maybe you guys should go to the calculator. Maybe I should do it. How about this? 2 pi, 0 to 1. You multiply it out, x squared. We'll see if I can do it correctly if I go fast. Combine some like terms, right? I get negative x cubed minus x squared plus 2x dx. All right, let's see if I can make this integration. How about negative x to the 4th over 4 minus x cubed over 3 plus 2x squared over 2. And again, I don't simplify in the first from 0 to 1, so the 2 pi hangs out. and I get negative 1/4 minus 1/3 plus 1 minus, and I know this seems kind of crazy, but I always make sure it's zeros, and they are. So I get negative 7/12 plus 1. Negative 7/12 plus 1 is 5/12, so 2 pi times 5/12. Let's see if I went awfully fast. Is the answer 10 over 5/6 pi on your calculators? All right, and a quick check on the TI-84 silver says I did this without making a math mistake. If I had a test without a calculator, this would be a nice problem because the integration wasn't hard, it was just long. I'm not saying it's easy work, I'm just saying that the grind here can be done without a calculator. All the math ends up being within our scope of reason. All right, keep practicing. The AP is coming very soon. Basically, most of you guys